Hello everyone, Cousin here, and in this video, I'm gonna be solving Wordle number 1353 and New York Times Hot Sudoku for March 3rd, 2025. So let's get this video started with Wordle number 1333. I'm gonna start with the word March, because why not? It's the 3rd of March, so 3-3. So yeah, March. Alright, got the A and R yellow, so these two letters go somewhere else in this word. They could be swapped. Double consonant involving R. We have TR, PR, DR, FR, GR, and BR, which are possible. And it can end in E. So one example would be grape. Never mind, but I got two more letters yellow. So now R, A, P, and E are all yellow. So I've actually got I've actually got 4 of the 5 letters. But I still don't know where they are placed exactly. It could be an ER ending. That in that case A has to go first. If it's EA like this, it could. Okay, that is today's Wordle answer. Alright, spear. I'm pretty sure it's pronounced spear, right? Anyway, yeah, got today's Wordle answer spear in 3 tries. So I didn't use any elimination strategies. I just made my guesses based on the previous clues. And after I made my second guess, I was very lucky because I've got 4 of the 5 letters known already. Spear. Yeah, spear. Alright, spear is today's model answer. I got it in 3 tries. Yeah, I'll definitely take that. Very satisfied. This is Wordle number 1353. Got today's Wordle answer spear in 3 tries. Let's now move on to New York Times Sudoku. Again, today is March 3rd, 2025. Let's start the hard difficulty Sudoku for today. Okay, I see that these 4s point left. We have this 4 pointing up and this 4 pointing left. So in block 2, the digit 4 is forced into row 2. So these 4s point left. These 7s point right, and this cell sees another 7. These 9s point down, and this cell sees another 9. Oh, and this 9 points right, and this 9 points up, forcing the digit 9 into this cell in block 3. These 9s point left, and 9 is forced into one of these 2 cells in block 6, because this cell sees a 9. Okay, after I place this 9, 5 and 8 in row 3 point right. And if you look at block 3, you'll notice that the digits 5 and 8 are missing. In order to fit both 5 and 8 into block 3, I have to make these 2 cells reserved for 5 and 8, because both of these 2 digits can only go into these 2 cells in block 3. So to fit both 5 and 8 into block 3, I have to make these 2 cells reserved for 5 and 8. So this 5-8 pair eliminates all other digits from these 2 cells. This 5-8 pair means that the other 3 open cells in block 3 form a 1-2-3 triple. This cell sees a 1, so it's 2 or 3, so they go like this. Which also makes the other 3 open cells in row 3 a 4-6-7 triple. Which go like this, because this cell sees 4. Alright, you could have spotted the 4-6-7 triple first if you directly look at row 3. You notice that these 3 cells cannot contain 4, 6, and 7. So to fit all 4, 6, and 7 into row 3, I would have to make these 3 cells reserved for 4, 6, and 7. So these 3 cells do indeed form a 4, 6, 7 triple. Um, so if you spot one of the ends here, you'll spot the whole chain. So the order doesn't really matter. If you spot one of them, you're gonna have the same outcome. So yeah, just use the one that you spot first, and that'll be absolutely fine. Alright, the digit 8 in block 6 is forced into one of these two cells, because this cell sees an 8. Okay, these 5s force the digit 5 into this cell in block 5. Alright, now in block 5, the missing digits are 1, 2, and 6. Oh, sorry, not 1, 2, and 6. It should be 1, 2, and 4. We've got 6 already. 1, 2, and 4. Okay, so notice that 2s are here, right? The digit 2 in block 3 is forced into row 3. So 2's here, and this 2 force 2 into one of these two cells in block 2. And these two cells actually form a 2-4 pair. As you can see in block 2, the digits 2 and 4 are missing. These 2's and 4's force both 2 and 4 into these two cells only. Right? Because, first of all, these 3 cells up here see 2 and 4, and this cell sees 4 as well as 2 from this triple. So this cell cannot contain 2 and 4. In order to fit both 2 and 4 into block 2, I have to make these two cells reserved for 2 and 4. So these two cells form a 2-4 pair. This 2-4 pair eliminates all other digits from these two cells. Now, of course, 7 cannot go into the 2-4 pair. And now that this 7 points left, and I know that these two cells form a 2-4 pair, the digit 7 in block 2 is forced into this cell. And then these 7s point down. After I place a 7, these two cells over here form a 4-6 pair. And by the way, this 2-4 pair makes the other 3 open cells in block 2 a 1-6-8 triple. This cell sees 8, so it's 106. This cell sees 6, so it's 108, 168. Okay, so I do notice that in this 168 triple, all 3 cells involved in this triple lie in the same row. They all are in row 1. So 8 here actually eliminates 8 from this cell. Right? Because we know that there must be an 8 in this triple. And all of these 3 cells lie in the same row. So I cannot have 8 in this cell, because it sees all 3 cells involved in the 168 triple. So this cell cannot contain 8, which resolves this 5-8 pair. Alright, then over here, these two cells form a 3-9 pair. But this cell sees a 3. So I can place 3 and 9 this way. These 3 cells form a 1, 5, 7 triple. Because of this 1 and 7. The digit 3 in block 4 is forced into one of these two cells. These 3's point down, and this cell sees another 3. So these two cells form a 3-9 pair. Wow, so many pairs around here. In block 8, the digits 3 and 9 are missing. These 3's and 9's force both 3 and 9 into these two cells only. So in order to fit both 3 and 9 into block 8, I have to make these two cells reserved for 3 and 9. So these two cells form a 3-9 pair, and this 3-9 pair eliminates all other digits from these two cells. Now 1, of course, cannot go into the 3-9 pair, so after eliminating 1 from this cell, I can force the digit 1 into this cell in block 8. Which eliminates 1 from this cell, so now that it sees 1 and 8, in this triple, this cell must be a 6, leaving behind a 1-8 pair, and this cell is a 2 to complete the column. This 3-9 pair means that the other 3 open cells in block 8 contain 6, 7, and 8. Oh, but this cell sees 6 and 7. So it can only be an 8, leaving the other two open cells to be a 6, 7 pair. Oh, also, after I place this 8, up here, I can resolve this triple or the pair. Or in other words, complete row 1. And then 2, 4 pair over here. Okay, in row 9, the missing digits are 4, 5, 6, and 7. This cell sees 4, 6, and 7, so it can only be a 5. Alright, for easier explanation, I'm gonna do it this way. Mark down all digits 1 through 9 in this cell and eliminate the digits that the cell sees one by one. So this cell sees or cannot contain 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So the only possible digits which can go into this cell is 5. And keep in mind that in Sudoku we cannot leave cells to be empty. Empty cells would break the Sudoku. Alright, so to avoid empty cells, I must ensure that there's at least one possible digit in every single cell. And if this cell sees, which means that this cell cannot contain 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, and 9, and that it can only contain a 5, well then I must put a 5 into this cell. If I exclude 5 from this cell, then it would end up being empty, and it would have no value. So, to avoid empty cells and breaking the Sudoku puzzle, to avoid that, I must make this cell a 5, because 5 is the only possible digits which can go into this cell. Alright, and then in row 9, the digit 6 is missing. These two cells, C6. So 6 is forced into this cell for the row, leaving behind a 4-7 pair, but actually this are also C7. So 4 and 7 placed like this. These 7s points up, forcing the digit 7 into this cell in this triple, and also sees 1. So 5 and 1, they're placed like this. This cell is a 7 after I place the 6. And this 7 points right, forcing the digit 7 into this cell in block 9, leaving a 2, 3, 6 triple in block 9. This cell sees 6. Alright, so 3's here actually eliminates 3 from this cell. We know that this cell sees 3 from block 9, so 3 actually has to go here, making this cell a 9. In row 8, well, 2 is a missing digit, but this cell sees 2, so 2 goes into the other open cell, making this cell a 9 to complete the row, and in block 7, 5 and 8 are the missing digits, but this cell sees 8, so 5 and 8 placed like this. 2 and 9 are the missing digits of column 2, but this cell sees 9. So I can place 2 and 9 this way, there's 2 points to the right, making this cell a 4 and this a 2 to complete column 5, which makes this 4 and leaves a 1-2 pair in column 4. Okay, this cell now sees a 7, so in block 6, the digit 7 is forced into this cell. Okay, in row 5, the digits 5 is missing. This cell sees 5, this cell sees 5, and this cell also sees 5. So in row 5, the digit 5 is forced into this cell, because this is the only cell available for 5 in this row. All other open cells in this row see another 5. So 5 in row 5, the digit 5 in row 5 can only go into this cell, so I have to put a 5 here. Leaving a 1, 4, 6 triple in column 1, this cell sees a 6. Okay, and the digit 5 in block 6 is forced into this cell. 2, 3, and 6 are the missing digits of column 8, but these two cells see another 6. So in column 8, The digit 6 is forced into this cell, leaving behind a 2-3 pair. Okay, in row 5, the missing digits are 1, 6, and 8. This cell sees 1, so it's 6 or 8. This cell sees 8, so it's 1 or 6. And this cell sees 6, so it's 1 or 8. Okay, 9 is now eliminated from this cell. So I can actually place 9 in this cell in block 6. After that, the digit 8 in block 6 becomes forced into this cell, and then I can complete row 5, like this. The digit 1 in block 3 is forced into this cell, leaving behind a 2-3 pair in column 9. You also have a 2-3 pair here, which means that these two cells contain 4 and 6, because they are the other two missing digits of block 6. But this cell sees a 6, so I can place 4 and 6 this way, which makes this 1, 3, oh sorry, this also sees 6, so 4, 6, 4. 3 and 8 are the missing digits of block 4, but this cell sees 8. So 3, 8, and then this 3 points to the right, making this cell a 2. 1, 2, 3, and this Sudoku puzzle is complete. Alright, so I finished today's New York Times hard Sudoku in a bit under 14 minutes. So I would say the Sudoku puzzle is mostly straightforward. I'll go over a quick summary. Okay, so towards the beginning, there are definitely lots of pairs and triples to spot. So first, in block 3, I placed this 9 by these given lines. After that, I could find the 5-8 pair. The 5-8 pair in block 3, which made these 3 cells a 1, 2, 3 triple. And at last, it made the other 3 open cells in row 3 a 4, 6, 7 triple. You could have done it the other way around, which is first by looking at row 3, saying that these 3 cells see 4, 6, and 7. So to fit all 4, 6, and 7 into row 3, these 3 cells have to form a 4, 6, 7 triple. And then you'll get the 1, 2, 3 triple for the up by the row. And then at last, you can get the 5-8 pair in block 3. So the order doesn't matter. If you spot one of the ends, you're going to spot the whole chain. So again, the order doesn't matter. Just use the one that you see first, and you'll have the same outcome as the other. So yeah. In my approach, the 5-8 pair in block 3 first, and then 1, 2, 3 here, and at last the 4, 6, 7 triple. Alright, there was also the 2-4 pair in block 2. These two cells formed a 2-4 pair, which allowed me to place this 7, as well as finding the 1, 6, 8 triple up here, which was quite useful for getting all the markings needed for the top 3 rows. After the 2-4 pair and the 1, 6, 8 triple or whatever, I found the 3-9 pair in block 8. There was a 3-9 pair down here, which I think helped place the 1, 2, and 8, and at last the 6, 7 pair here. So yeah, the 3-9 pair in block 8 was also quite helpful. And at last the naked single 5 in block 9, at the intersection of row 9 and column 9. This 5 was a naked single, because it could not be any other digits. The only possible digits which could go into this cell is 5, so it had to be a 5. Alright, so yeah, it was mainly pairs and triples for the Sudoku puzzle. If you have any other questions or difficulties, feel free to leave them in the comments down below. I'll be glad to reply you, and hopefully this video helped. I think this Sudoku puzzle shouldn't be too tricky. I think it's about the right difficulty. So yeah, and quite straightforward. It was mainly pairs and triples. Alright, hopefully this video helped. Today is March 3rd, 2025. In this video, I've solved Wordle number 1353 and New York Times Hard Sudoku for today. See you all next time. Bye!